Greetings and salivations, YouTube. My name is Edward.
Salutations?
Yeah, that's the one. My name is Edward.
And I'm Mike,
He's
the
Mike.
novice.
Yeah.
I'm the dad, he's the son.
Yep.
We're doing more whiskeys this week,
Yes.
so this is good.
Yeah, we've been drinking. We're in the middle of March badness when you're watching this. We've been drinking a lot of bad whiskey. So we have to have something, a little palate cleanser.
There we go.
And we're going with Johnnie Walker Blender's Batch Wine Cask Blend. Let me pour a little for you, Dad.
Cool. Looking forward to this.
So, for being such a prolific brand, this is only the second Johnnie Walker we've had on the show.
And when you say prolific, I know that there is like black and red and white and orange and mauve and pink and chartreuse and plaid and, unicorn color.
It's the coat of many colors of whiskey.
So, why so many Johnnie Walkers?
Well, okay. So, Johnnie Walker is a blended... They're blenders, right?
Okay.
Back in the day, the man himself, John Walker, he started out... He was born into a farming family. He left the farm because the farm failed or, what have you. And he was in Kilmarnock in Scotland, which, of course, means the Church of Marnock. Literally.
Of course. Yeah.
It's funny how that happens. So basically, he started selling spirits. He was selling... Well, do you want to start sniffing it?
Oh, yeah,
while
sure.
we're talking?
Yeah. While you're talking.
But he started selling spirits, and he was selling brandies and gins and stuff like that. But he got into whiskey exclusively. And at the time, he was selling Walker's Kilmarnock whiskey, which they were blended malts and a grain whiskey. So in 1860, they made it legal to mix grain whiskey and malt whiskey. And that's what became blended whiskey. It was, it combined the lighter, more accessible style of grain whiskey with more of the flavorful style of malt whiskey.
Sure.
Grain whiskey is lighter because you can make it in a column still, a continuous still, and it gets more reflux. So it tends to come off the still a little bit lighter.
Right.
And you can make it out of things that aren't malted barley. So it's cheaper to make. And you can run the still continuously. Whereas with a pot still, you have to do it in batches. You have to do one full batch, then you got to clean the thing out, do another full batch, clean the thing out. So it was much cheaper
things I learned.
Yeah. It was much cheaper to blend some malt with a whole bunch of grain whiskey.
Sure.
And, sell it. So his son, Alexander Walker, was the one who really started making the blended whiskey like a big thing. And the reason the different labels came out was because at the time they were calling it Walker's Highland Whiskey. And for their 9-year-old had a white label. Their 11-year-old had a red label.
Sure.
And their 13-year-old, I don't know the exact ages.
Okay.
But their 13-year-old had a black label. And so
I get it.
The slanted label and the different colors, along with the square bottle, they came up with the square bottle because it was very distinctive and they could pack more into a box.
It just fits, yeah.
Yeah. That became very much a part of the Johnnie Walker brand.
Okay.
And so when Diageo, or I guess they were United Distillers, whatever they called themselves back when Diageo picked this up, I think post-World War II, and they started, making these, they continued with the label system. So now you have red, black, double black, and...
Can't see it at night.
Yeah, right. There's green, which is actually a blended malt. It's got no grain whiskey in it. And then I'm trying to remember what else. They used to have platinum and gold. I think, or platinum used to be their 15-year-old. Now it's platinum, I think. Something like that. And then, of course, Johnnie Walker Blue, which is their most expensive one. So.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But this is a little different.
Okay.
Because this is not a regular release. This is a limited release. It's a mixture of malt and grain whiskeys, some of which were aged in wine casks. So, yeah.
Cool. Oh, yeah, you picked the wine cask up right away.
Yeah. It very much is. And they say it on here like the tasting notes are like red berries, and they're totally right. It's very red berry-y.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was being at Frank's farm in the raspberry field.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so.
Chewing on a lot of raspberries and not paying for them. Sorry, Frank.
It does have it's a little lighter in flavor, or in the nose. It doesn't have that deep malt, sugar, woody smell. It's very light. It's kind of that minerally grain spirit smell.
It's very light on the nose.
Yeah.
I'm going in.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah, red berries.
Yep.
Vanilla, like a very light vanilla, not a big strong vanilla, just a little creamy vanilla, kind of like a vanilla shake.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and a little bit of something kind of citrusy, maybe.
Grapefruity.
Yeah.
It catches you at the edges of the tongue, the grapefruit.
Yeah, there's just a touch of that kind of tart. There's
Yeah,
a little
that's
tartness.
what I'm looking for. Yeah.
A little tartness. Yeah. But yeah, mostly just that really creamy, like
Buttery,
a cream.
vanilla.
Yeah, buttery.
No, it's actually pretty good.
Yeah, it's definitely not bad. I think my thing. So I picked this up for $20.
Okay, that's not bad.
And it's not bad, and it's a pretty good taste. But you know what it reminds me of a lot? Teeling single grain.
Oh yeah, which
is also a lot. It's a grain whiskey aged in wine casks.
Yeah,
and I feel like this is kind of like a cheaper version of Teeling single grain.
Okay.
Like this almost tastes more like Irish whiskey to me than it does most Scotch. Yeah.
Okay. Well, fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, Teeling I liked. This one is not bad.
This is like if you took kind of the fruitier, sugarier aspects, just the really sweet aspects of Teeling.
Yeah.
And you didn't really bring over any of the kind of spicy
complexities.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow. Who knew that I would learn so much about Johnnie Walker today?
Yeah. I mean, it's a neat thing.
And you too, I hope.
That's the thing. I think blended whiskey isn't very much like, it's still the most widely drank kind of Scotch, or most widely drank whiskey period for the most part. I mean, not in American whiskey, but in Irish and Scotch whiskey, blends are still the predominant style.
And I'm going to say Canadian.
And Canada. Yeah, and Canada. But that's like single malts have become very. That's the thing. Like the hardcore people are all into. Yeah.
Sure.
Which I get, but there is something very nice about the lighter.
Oh, sure. There are some good blends out there.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Yeah, just the lighter, the nice. It's pretty easygoing. You don't have to.
This is perfect on a Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, don't have to think about it too hard.
Just enjoy.
Yeah. So.
Cool. Well, thank you, Eddie.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, I learned quite a bit today.
Yeah. So. We will be back,
and I learned that I need more.
I know, right? Yeah. Johnnie Walker. I think Johnnie Walker makes. That's the thing. They make consistent products. I don't like all of them, but they are consistent at what they do.
Okay, good.
So yeah.
All right.
Yeah. All right.
YouTubers, it's been fun.
Until next time.
Hey, everybody,
stay rotten.